so anyways, so Sunday I dreamed that I was with my brothers and my sisters, and we were in a car, and we were just driving around, and we decided that we were going to go to LA because we wanted to watch, we wanted to see celebrities. So it was actually just my sister and I, and we were just driving on the car, and you know, we saw this group of people in a corner, and we're like, hey, you know, I want to know what's there. Why is everybody there? So we stopped and we parked, and we asked one of the girls, it was a girl, and we asked her, I'm like, why is everybody here? You know, why is there such a big crowd? What's going on? Oh, you didn't know? You know, celebrities pass by, you know, and they'll take picture with you, and they'll talk to you, and, you know, this and that, and that's why we're always here. So then I turned around and I told my sister, I'm like, we have to do it. We totally have to stay here. And she was at first, she was like, no, we gotta go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, we have to try something, you know, I want to see a celebrity. I never took in a picture with a celebrity, and I want to do it today. So she's like, okay. So we were walking there, and, you know, sure enough, celebrities, some of them were passing by, and, you know, ones that didn't really catch my attention, of course. And so then I meet this really tall guy, like buff guy. He kind of reminded me of, what's that guy? The one with the long hair. Well, and that's, everybody thinks that he's like so sexy. Fabio. Anyway, so then he talks to me. He's like, hey, you know, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I want you guys to come over this place. So we're like, okay, we'll go. So we went into his house, and he was showing us around, and it was just pure organic stuff. Like, this guy was like hardcore, like organic everywhere, right? Which is nothing wrong, by the way. There's nothing wrong by being that way. So we go inside, and I was like really hungry, right? And I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna eat? There's just pure like organic stuff here. So then he was out of nowhere. He grabs my hand, and he's like, hey, give me your hand. And I'm like, okay. And he has like this, he put this spider on my hand, and when I saw the spider, I was like, ah! But the spider fell, and somehow it would fly. I don't know why. It flew back to my hand. Like, it was something weird. It was like it was kind of like a ladybug. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, so that was going on, and I was like screaming, and I'm like, take it off, take it off. So he took it off, and then he started talking to my sister, and I went outside, and I see Will Smith on his bike, right? So I was like, oh my God, I have to take a picture of Will Smith. So I ran inside really quick to grab my camera, but when I came back, he was already gone. So I was like, man. Then I saw that in the back, well, behind him was his kids. So one of the kids stepped out of the bike, and he, you know, started talking to me. We were talking, laughing, blah, blah, blah. And the daughter was there too. So we started talking, and we were having such a good time that I was like, my camera. I need to go get my camera. Even though dreams are weird, I already had gone and got my camera. I didn't have it with me. So I'm like, okay, I have to go back and grab my camera so I can take a picture with them. And I told him, like, okay, you guys, just, you know, I'm going to go inside really quick and grab my camera, and then I'll be back. So then I go inside again, and I come back, and of course, they're not there. So I was, like, bummed out, right? So I was like, great, I'm just, you know, I'm going to tell my sister that we should just go home. So when I turn around, all of a sudden, I see, like, this bright light, and I was looking at these apartments. These were on the corner of where we were at, and they were there. It was like these apartments, and all of a sudden it started in one apartment. It was smoke coming out, and when I looked at it, it was a fire. So I was like, oh my God, people are inside there, and it's a fire. So then I noticed that these police officers, like out of nowhere, they saw, and they didn't even think about it. They just went in, right? So they're going in, and I'm like, okay, I want to help in some way. How do I help? I'm not, obviously I'm not going to go inside there because, you know, like, I don't want to die. So, I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to warn everybody that's on that side next to the apartment so they could know that there's fire. So I start knocking at, actually there were some businesses, and I'm like, hey, you know, there's a fire on the corner, and, you know, there might be a chance that the fire's going to come to you guys if they don't get, you know, to it really quick. So then they start screaming, of course, and they're like, ah, blah, blah, blah. So then I go out and I go into the next business and I tell them, and then, you know, they didn't believe me, and I'm like, the TV. So anyways, they turn on the TV, and of course, you know, the fire has already gotten bigger, and they finally listen to me, right? And they get their stuff, and they, you know, I leave, and I go into these apartment complex, and nobody was like, I was trying to knock, and nobody was opening their door. So I was thinking to myself, oh my God, you know, in my dream, it was evening. It was around like maybe 6, 7 o'clock. When the fire started, I remember saying, they're probably sleeping because it's already late. So I don't know if, I don't know. So it was probably like maybe 8:30, 9, I don't know, when the fire was like really huge. So I was like trying to knock, and nobody was listening to me. So I was just like, I was scared for all the people there, and I was thinking, man, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are asleep and they don't even know about the fire, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna die there. So, and then I woke up. So anyway, so that's my dream, and hopefully it doesn't happen. So just keywords that I'm gonna say after I told you my dreams is I'm gonna say some keywords just so you guys remember, you know, what I dreamed about. So 1 was LA, it happened in LA. 2 was fire, and 3 were celebrities. So those 3 things were in my dream. So that is my dream vlog number 2. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.